Hey guys, this is Dr. Hub. Today we are going to look at the personality disorders. So it includes, there are widely three clusters. So first we are going to look at what is cluster A. So cluster A, it refers to, in short, it can be odd, weird or eccentric. So all this comes under the cluster A. So under this we have paranoid. So paranoid means there is suspicious, the individual is suspicious, the individual is distrustful, as well as there is hyper vigilant. This is paranoid. Next, moving on to the schizoid. So schizoid means that the person, it prefers to be a loner and they like to be detached and they are unemotional. Next we move on to the schizotypal. Schizotypal. So this includes, there is eccentric as well as there is odd thoughts. Eccentric plus odd thoughts, and there is the perceptions and behavior. There is perception, there is a behavior, everything. There is a magical thinking and beliefs. There is magical thinking and belief system is present. Then we move on to the cluster B. So what is happening in cluster B? Cluster B means the individual is, they are dramatic. Individual is dramatic, they can be emotional and they can be erratic. Then comes the antisocial. Then comes the antisocial. This comes under the cluster B. So antisocial means they disregard for and violation of, disregard for and the violation, this disregard for and violation of the rights of others, of the rights of others, as well as in case of the illegal activities. Then we move on to the borderline. So borderline means there is a chaotic relationships and there is a sensitivity to the abandonment. There is sensitivity to abandonment. Then there is a labile mood. There is labile mood. There is impulsivity. There is a inner emptiness, as well as it includes the self-harm. Then we are going to look at the histrionic. So what is meant by histrionic? So in terms of histrionic, there is a dramatic, there is a superficial, as well as attention seeking. Then comes the narcissistic. So this includes the grandiosity. As well as there is lack of the empathy. Then we move on to something known as a cluster C. This will be the last category. So cluster C means the individual is anxious, fearful and introvert. The individual is anxious, fearful as well as an introvert. So here there is avoidant. So avoidant means the avoidance is due to the fears of criticism and rejection. So the individual has fears of criticism and also the rejection. Then comes the dependent. Then comes dependent. So what happens in case of dependent? So here the individual is they are submissive, they are clingy, and they need to be taken care of. So taken care of. Then we look at the obsessive compulsive, anarchistic. So this includes this rigid, controlling, and perfectionist. So the individual is rigid, controlling, as well as a perfectionist. So this was about the key features of personality disorders. We saw the cluster A, B, and C. To learn and grow daily like this, please do subscribe.